Hello, welcome to Tabletop CP. And today we begin a brand new hobby series for a brand new army to the channel, the British 8th Army. Alright, so hot on the heels of finishing the Italians, I decided I wanted a new opponent to go against them. So we went with the British 8th Army, no brainer there. I do have some Americans already, but they're more based for Europe. They're usable in North Africa, but I wanted another dedicated desert army to go against the Italians. So I do have the Perry Miniatures Australian army, which is nice, but the Perry Minis are very small compared to the bolt action guys. I'm not really happy with the way I painted them, and instead of adding more to them and trying to recreate that, I decided I'll just start over. These are the big chunky boys that'll go well with the Italians, and I got all their matching stuff that you'll look at in a minute. But yeah, so that was my thought process behind getting these guys. I just wanted something new and something chunky like the Italians. So they'll match up well on the table. I can repaint them and just modernize and upgrade the channel basically. So what we're going to do in this video, we're going to look through the box, see what we got. I'm going to go over the plan that I have for making them, and then plans for future editions. So let's go ahead and check it out. Alright, so this is what I bought. All one big order from Warlord, which got here in record time. I swear it was maybe a week after I ordered it that it showed up. I've never had anything arrive from Warlord direct that quickly, but this one did, so super awesome there. So I ordered this British 8th Army Starter Army, which is a really good deal. You save a lot of money by buying this like this instead of buying all the component pieces individually. So if you're going to get a British 8th Army, I would definitely recommend getting this starter box. I also ordered some stuff to supplement it. So I got this British 8th Army headquarters, and I bought a British 8th Army 2-pounder. And then to go with that, I bought some decals for the vehicles, which we'll talk about in a little bit. A couple more sprues of 40mm bases, which I go through a ton of these, and I never seem to have enough of them. I have a million 60mm bases, but no 40s. And then I bought one extra sprue of infantry. So inside of the British 8th Army box, let's see what we got here. So I know we have 36 infantry. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues of infantry. That's enough for a full platoon. Again, more 60mm bases. Some of these are always going to be handy for when we make machine gun teams and stuff, and then just a bunch of 25mm bases as well. We also get the obligatory smoke markers, which I don't ever use. Some more decals, and the decals are for the Bren carriers. So there's 2 Bren carriers that come with this, which is pretty cool. We'll talk about those in a little bit as well. And then it comes with some support units. It comes with a 6-pounder, which looks like a kind of a pain in the butt to put together. Comes with a 25-pounder, which again, probably a pain in the butt to put together. And it comes with a... Am I missing something there? No. What is this? This is the Universal Carrier Passenger. So guys go in the Bren. I also have one Vickers medium machine gun team. And lastly, we have one 3-inch mortar team. So that's the contents of the box. And what we'll do now is we're going to talk about how we're going to turn this into a playable army. Alright, so I play two main 28mm World War II games, I should say, and that's Bolt Action and Chain of Command. So a piece of advice I would give, and something that I always do, is I always build my platoon for Chain of Command. It's much easier to squeeze a Bolt Action army out of a Chain of Command platoon than vice versa, because the Chain of Command platoons are very specific, they're based on history, and they have to have a certain setup, and it's just much easier to build with that setup in mind and get a Bolt Action army out of it instead of the other way around. So the 8th Army British platoon is set up very similar to all the rest of the British platoons, and it looks like a lieutenant, senior leader with pistol. We have a sergeant, senior leader with SMG. Then we have a 2-inch mortar team, a boys AT rifle. Then we have 3 sections, each led by a corporal with Thompson or SMG, in which case I'll give them SMGs. A Bren team with 3 guys, and then a 6-man rifle team. So the main platoon will come from the plastic sprues, of which I have a total of 42 infantry. So I need 3 10-man sections, consisting of a 3-man Bren team and a 6-man rifle team, and an SMG armed squad leader. That's a total of 30 men, 18 rifles, 3 Bren teams, and the Bren teams consist of a Bren gunner and a two rifle crew on top of that. So if the Brens, I'm going to do my double base, or single base I should call it, say one of these 40 mils glued to that if they're prone, or just a 40 mil if they are standing. And then 3 SMGs, I'll be able to get that out of the sprue for the leaders. And I'm also going to make an extra lieutenant for the platoon, or lieutenant, sorry, for the platoon out of the box as well. And all of that combined is 31 minis. The platoon sergeant I'm going to get out of the headquarters box, which we'll look at here in a second. So the squads here, the picture you see is that's not how they're set up. That's just the display picture that they have on the website, but that's sort of what they're going to look like. So yeah, that's going to be the main platoon. So that's going to give me a total of 31 minis, so that'll be 11 left. And with the 11 left, I'm going to make a 2-inch mortar team. I would like to make 2, but I don't have enough. I'm going to make the boys AT rifle as well out of the plastic sprue, which will leave me 6 guys left. I will also make a single base 2-man lieutenant and man with SMGs for bolt action. That'll leave me 4 guys left. And then I will also build a sniper team, single base 2-men sniper team out of the sprues. That's 2 men, leave me 2 left. And with one of those 2, I'll make a spotter for the mortar. And then with the last guy, I'll probably just make an extra officer or crewman type. So that'll be all 42 of the infantry from the plastic sprues. And I'm thinking I'll probably have to get one more. I wish I would have ordered another one, but I do need more guys just for more crew, and I would like to build another 2-inch mortar as well. So the HQ box, what we're going to do here is there's an officer in here. He looks a little too nonchalant to me to be a frontline lieutenant, so he'll probably be more of a captain or higher ranking officer for bolt action, or a crew member. We also have the spotter observer guy with the radio and the monkey. We have a medic, which we're going to need that, and then the guy with the SMG is going to be the platoon sergeant for the platoon. So that's what the HQ box is going to do for us. And then after that, we have a bunch of support weapons. So the first is the 2-pounder AT gun. Probably a lot better in chain of command than it is in bolt action. But this is what I'm going to need extra crewmen for, these guns, because chain of command they usually have 5 crew and a leader. Most of these are 3 crew, probably maybe 4 in one. I'm not really sure, but at least 3 crew each. So I'm going to need definitely more guys for that. So we got the 2-pounder. We got the 6-pounder. That's going to be a medium AT gun in bolt action, and pretty decent in chain of command as well. 25-pounder, which I actually have one of these already for the Perry guys, so I could have access to 2 25-pounders. And then we're going to have our just infantry support stuff. Our medium mortar, and that's going to have one of the spotter from the plastic sprue. And then lastly, we're going to have our Vickers machine gun. And that will do it for our support. That'll cover a lot of the support that I'm going to need in both games. But I will need some vehicles, which we'll talk about right now. This is what I have for vehicles at the moment. These are 148. These are painted up for my Australians. You know, this captured auto blenda has kangaroos on it. So, but we'll still use it. We can run them as Australians. And that was another thing I should mention. What I'm planning on doing is just using the tin helmets for these guys all across the platoon. Sort of keep them generic, because I would like to be able to run them as all the different various Commonwealth nations that get special rules in bolt action. I'm really heavily leaning towards making them Sikhs, as I love the way they look. But if I'm going to be what you see is what you get on the table, that would limit me to running Sikh armies. I mean, I could always just run them with the rules, but I would like to keep them what you see is what you get as far as appearance. So I don't know. I'm still really on the fence on that. If I do run them as Sikhs, I was definitely going to run them as Sikhs if all of these weapons teams had head options, but they don't. They're all wearing the tin helmets. None of them have beards. So it'd be Sikh infantry with some regular 8th Army guys support, which is fine, but I would like more of a cohesive look. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that. I haven't built anything yet, so there's still a chance I might go that route. But anyway, for the vehicles, 148 stuff. I got 2 trucks, a dingo, whatever this thing is, Crusader I believe it is, and then that captured auto Blinda. So I'll keep these. Might need to repaint them to match the new stuff I get, but I might just leave them as is. So the vehicle pool is going to come again from Padilla. We're going to get together and figure out exactly what we need. But for the Italians, he made me like at least 10 different vehicles. So that was really quick to get those. They painted up quick. So I expect a similar size force of vehicles for the British as well. And that will do it for the plan. Hopefully I got my math right on everything. I'm pretty sure I did. I know I'm going to need a few more guys just for crew. So I probably will at least buy 1 more sprue before this is all over. Maybe 2, depending on how I can get that sprue to work. But the main bulk of the army is here, the platoon, a bunch of the support weapons, and then we're going to get the vehicles here going soon. So let me know what you guys think. What do you think I should add as far as support goes? Also let me know about the Sikh thing. Should I go Sikh and just go with my heart's desire, as they say? Or should I try to be more versatile as far as what you see is what you get, and running these guys as South Africans or Australians or whatever with the tin helmets? So that's really the only question I have, but I'm excited to get started on this. I think they'll go quick when I'm going to use the speed painting method I used for my Italians, which I can show you guys in a future video how I'm going to do that. But yeah, that's it. So what I'll do every couple weeks or 2-3 weeks, I'll come out with another video, just give an update of where the project is, and when it's all done, as we always do, we'll get these guys on the table against the Italians. So anyway, we'll wrap it up for this one. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.